What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know if anybody's going to be here, but I will be discussing today. Um, why is this highlighted? I will be talking about what's going on with Boosie and Duke the Jeweler. Now, the reason why it's bothering me so much is because um, Duke the Jeweler wasn't active. Duke the Jeweler made a career for himself. He was successful. He set goals. His family backed him up. His peoples backed him up. And he had it going on for himself. He did something with himself. Peace and love, nephew. And so for them to have taken him out like this is unacceptable. This is not something you could sweep under the rug and say, oh, well, he was in a life. He was doing this. He was this. And he was like what's normally done. No, this is an innocent. This is a civilian. There you go, nephew. Excuse me. And it's unacceptable what happened to him. And I don't think enough people are outraged enough about what happened to Duke 093. I know his brother came up there and he was somewhere, I'm not sure where, but I was watching another blogger. I think his name is CEO. He puts a lot of information up there. And he was talking about how the brother was saying that that is not right. Like people are acting like they don't care about what happened to Duke 093. And I think everybody should care because this means that anybody is fair game in this world. And I don't think that if you're making money, you should be thirsty to hang out with these rappers because these rappers now, I don't think they have the money that they say they have because that what happened to him should have never happened if he was around a bunch of guys that's affiliated somehow in the industry. He should have been taken care of and he wasn't taken care of. And I think that more people should speak out on what happened to Duke 093. And if they're not, I'm going to be speaking out until you got to turn on your devices, nephew. You got to turn your devices on. You got to go back and act. Yeah, there you go. What's up, nephew?
Ain't nothing chilling. How you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I guess we just gonna talk, and I guess people will see this later because I'm gonna build this channel up. But um, I was just saying, like, it's like Duke the Jeweler was a civilian, and for him to get taken out like that is not fair. And Boosie, the way that he's talking, the way that he spoke on the first video he did, when he was saying that he didn't know dude and this and that, he came to the gambling party. He said everything, but who invited him to the gambling party? That's what needs to be said. Who invited Duke the Jeweler to the gambling party?
I'm I'm thinking it could be Boosie who invited him to the party, or it could
Mm-hmm.
have been uh gang ties that got him to the dice game or the gambling party, whatever you want to call it. Like you know what I'm
But he
saying?
don't have no. His brother was saying that he's not affiliated with no gangs. He's not. He's not none of that. He
Okay,
was
right,
not
right.
active. That's what I was just saying. Like he was not active in this gang shit. So whatever happened, it's totally that's what make it so bad.
Yeah, yeah. Just some random.
Just some random, just because he has money.
He a jeweler.
He a
So
jeweler, so
my thing, like his brother and things, they talking. My thing is with this, like, okay, these is rappers. They be around jewelers, but never at dice games. Jewelers don't be around these people around dice games.
mm-hmm. Nephew, I don't hear you now. Is your mic off? Did you somebody probably called you?
When you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what made this dude just come out there to a dice game? Like you got gambling heads. I know a lot of gambling heads with money that just like to gamble. If that's the case, then he could have got himself trapped off. But at the same time, he got to the concert. Wasn't just a gambling party. They went to a concert after. So that
They went
second
to a concert
invitation,
the next day.
yeah, the next day. So that second invitation by Boosie to where he got killed after is a whole totally different situation than the gambling spot because he didn't get killed after the gambling spot.
Yeah, well, I just saw a video just came up that is saying that they captured the cousin. Let's watch that and see what they say. Mute your mic, nephew.
Boosie and them and all them people didn't turn around and talk to the valet, to the parking security, and tell him that Duke is with them because they had enough time. They had enough parking spots. Boosie could have told the people to let Duke in and that Duke was part of the entourage and he would have been able to stay in the VIP, which would have made a whole different outcome. Duke would still be here to tell his side of everything and his experience. But at the end of the day, you really can't trust nobody because if you really look at it, whether it was a setup, whether it was the back door, is that there were too many changes of course, too many changes to the plan, too many changes to like how they were going to move. They really never sat there and stuck to the plan of what they told Duke how it was all going to go down about them going from the dice game to the concert. And it was too many people at the dice game who were really wolves that were in sheep clothes. And
See, that's another thing. See, that's another thing, nephew. Those wolves should have been kept in check and they shouldn't have been around him. I think that's Boosie's responsibility. If you invited him to your gambling thing, he was responsible for him. And he's acting like he didn't have responsibility. And you do.
That's a fact. You
it was
invite
really
anybody anywhere. You invite anybody anywhere. It's your responsibility to make sure they get home safe or not get robbed or not get killed or whatever the case because that's your reputation on that too.
Right. And see now, right, if he would have just had escorted Duke the Jeweler to his car, had his peoples escort him, make sure he got to the hotel safely, then people wouldn't have eyes on him and be looking at him like he set Duke the Jeweler up. But since he didn't do that, and the way he's referring to him as just dude, like he's trying to. The first time he said something, it looked like he was trying to create a narrative and separate himself from Duke the Jeweler, and that's what made everybody start looking at him.
And another thing too, like, anybody listening who gonna see this live, you know, that's used to being around money and people with money. People with money, they take security real serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure
Fact.
you get home, make sure you get in your car, make sure, you know what I'm saying, we got guns and ammunition to get home safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? People play
Mm-hmm.
that serious. Security looking out the V, looking behind us, who following us. People play that safe, even in the hood. So I already like
Especially
this
if
dude is
they
a
coming to see
jeweler.
you. Like nephew, if I come
Yeah.
see you and I got a valuable thing, I come there with a fire ass car, you gonna look out for me.
You come through in a Lamborghini, then I know like, yeah, I gotta make sure I hold her down. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be on her.
Exactly. And if you come over here and you got your chains on or whatever, and I'm gonna make sure you all right. That's just protocol.
Yeah, protocol, principle.
And he didn't do that. But let's see what he said, because the title says Feds capture Lil Boosie cousin for Duke the Jeweler 093 connection. So let's see what he's saying.
just like stalking, preying on Duke and trying to see if he was going to flash the money, trying to see if he was going to pull any of the chains out. But once they identified that everything was in the Louis Vuitton bag, that's when they waited for their right moment. They kept an eye on his Instagram page because when you look at the Instagram page, his stories from that whole night, he was going into the elevator, going up in the elevator. And when you see he put the phone down towards the ground, you see the Louis Vuitton bags, not just one of them, but it was two of them. So multiple Louis Vuitton bags with the jewelry in it, with the $600,000 cash in it. If you was to add it all up, it would be about $1 million that he's just carrying in the bag but while still wearing another 400.
Si quieres ahorrar tiempo y mejorar tus ensayos, asegúrate de hacerlo con Grammarly. Grammarly es un asistente de escritura en línea, todo en uno que te ayuda a escribir mejor. Al mismo tiempo
400, 500K around his head and shoulders and everything like that. But even if all the jewelry and all the money and all that, it still doesn't equate to the fact that Duke is gone. And so that's why a lot of people, they value Duke more than they value the jewelry, more than they value the money. And so really, if you look at it, it's a big dog in the community gone. Like, and you got to understand that there's a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of different type of things that could have had Duke be targeted. Like, you got to understand, he deals with so many people. You don't know if this has been in the talks for a long time. You really don't know who is the ones to have all the action start. But at the end of the day, it all ended after the Boosie concert, man. And Plies was there. Plies would tell you that he tried to stay out the way. It's like, how come Plies didn't have a parking issue? Where did Plies park? How come he got in so smooth, but Duke didn't get in as easy? And so at the end of the day, if you look at it, it was like they were trying to separate the rappers crew and everybody else that was getting money the other way. And so when you look at it, if you wasn't in that rap entourage, that rap crew entourage, you could have been targeted. Like, the Wolves could have been like, hey, we see this person, we see that.
See, here's the thing. I'm sure he had other people there with him that was outsiders. Where was the rest of the people parked at? Even if Duke the jeweler left there, right? And he was walking to his car, it wasn't nobody from the entourage with him. It wasn't nobody else walking with him. They said he went there with a female. Where was the female at? Now there is a female that was there that was talking, and she said she overheard them talking about Duke the Jeweler and what was going to happen, but she hasn't come out to the public yet. But I was listening to other people, and they were discussing that she may know exactly what happened because she overheard them talking about it. So if those people knew, if this is true, if that girl heard what was being said, I'm sure Boosie heard what was being said too. Now another rumor that's being spread is that he had to pay. He went to go get, somebody brought some of Duke the jeweler's jewelry to him. So if somebody brought some of Duke the jeweler's stuff to him, then he know who it was. He knows who it was. You got the GMC car. That's the same car that his nephew drives. That shit is the police said out their mouth that it was a black GMC, and his nephew was driving a black GMC. The next day when they left, they said Boosie did not ride with them in a black GMC. He got on a plane. Was he trying to separate himself from being associated with that black GMC? I don't know, but a lot of these things, and Boosie lied. Boosie kept saying that Duke the jeweler lost the gambling game. He lost his money, and that's a lie. That's been proven that that is a lie. If you look at that video, Duke the jeweler was the only one standing there counting money. I didn't see nobody with no big lump sum for money and that they won. So who did he lose to? The first stories that came out, they were saying that Duke the jeweler won all the money. So now all of a sudden you're going to change it up and start saying he didn't win, he didn't win. He did win. And even if he didn't win, he still had his own money on him and he had his jewelry on him. But this guy is saying feds capture Lil Boosie, cousin for Duke the Jeweler 093 connection. And I don't hear him saying nothing about it yet.
That person, they're not really with the Boosie team. So it's fair game to any, it's open season basically. And so that's why a lot of people have to watch out. A lot of the people who are the big dogs, it's a lot of wolves out. You got to understand, it's a whole world of haters and wolves and just people who preying on the downfall. And so what you got to understand is that you have to basically move a certain way and make it to where they stay in their lane and you stay in your lane. You stay in the lane where they can't come to the access that lane. They're far from that lane. So that's it. You take the higher road and everything like that. So when you really break down the situation and look at it, a lot of people are saying that Duke might have been set up. It could have been backdoored. It all points to the people that's around him at the time when everything went down. It is no coincidence. So where the parking spot that Boosie parked at, it was at least 10 open parking spots left in the VIP, and there was enough room for Duke the Jeweler. If he wanted to park there, he should have definitely been able to park there. But due to the conversation between Boosie, the security, and the event staff, they decided that they were not going to let any more people in because they clearly changed the rules last second to the capacity to veer Duke 093 off course. Duke the jeweler was told to follow Boosie to the concert if he wanted to get in with the crowd. And so he did what he was supposed to do. He listened to Boosie's driver. He followed Boosie's team. He was in the car right behind him. But still, when they got to that gate, when they got to the fence and they were talking to the event staff, the security, and the valet, somebody had decided to not let Duke the jeweler go into the safe zone of the parking spots. They had let Boosie in. They pulled the lever so the gate could open, and Boosie and his driver.
You mean to tell me if there was extra spots there, he couldn't tell them, let my guy in here. He's a jeweler. He got a lot of stuff on him. Let him here. Let him in. He could have done that. Why did he leave him to park outside? See, it's a level of responsibility that Boosie had that he didn't have, and that's what making it that was making him even more suspicious.
My thing is, this is a jeweler, right? This ain't no anybody type of dude. This ain't no stylist. This ain't no security. This ain't no rap. This ain't no rapper. This is a different type of bracket type of dude. You know what I'm saying? You telling me, Boosie, you couldn't reach your arm out to make sure he was good, extra arm to make sure he was good, get an extra parking spot near you in the area or something, valet parking something.
That's what
You
I'm
couldn't do
saying.
none of that for a jeweler.
That's what I'm saying. If it was Johnny Wang or one of them, see, this is wrong on so many levels. Like it's to say, like if one of these foreign jewelers was there, he wouldn't have treated him like that. But because this brother was black, they just treated him this way. It's unacceptable. And I think that more people should be speaking out about this because this guy is a civilian. He's a civilian, and he came over there to do business. He didn't come over there to be around these hungry Negroes, and you just left him outside for the wool in the woods for them to get him. That's the way I feel. Did you? If then it's easy for people to say you invited him there to set that up. That's an easy thing to say because that's the way it looks. You left him to fend for himself. But while in the video, in the gambling video that he had put up, Duke 093 put up. In that video, you standing all behind him. You standing right behind him. It's a whole table full of people there. You standing right behind Duke the jeweler. And but when he dies now, you keep on calling him dude, like he was some stranger, like you wasn't around him. It's just really, really sneaky and disgusting. Dude, he don't never say the man name. He don't never say Duke the jeweler. He don't never say Duke. He just always keeps saying dude, like trying to separate himself like he was a stranger. And even if he was a stranger, he still should have took care of him.
It's not the first time Boosie been involved with things that got to do with murder. Like he
I'm
been getting into situation. He got indicted for calling murders, and he was the only person to come home out that indictment. Everybody was in jail. Not his whole team came home. He the only person to come home. Then he
right,
had an artist. He had an artist named Little Fats. Little Fats got killed, and he got killed by a Russian informant, rental car dealership owner that was tracking people down through their cars and killing them. And he was doing it to rappers. He was kind of involved with the Pop Smoke shit too. The
right,
Russian
right,
informant dude.
right. And they
So
linking him to MO3 too. they saying that he had something to do with that too, and that he got some type of payment after Mo3 was killed. I don't know
Uh-huh.
how
And the
true that
crazy
is.
part is, I mean, now that you say that, what MO3 is, didn't MO3 get followed in the car and get killed on the highway?
Yes,
So it's these
yes.
cars getting, you know what I'm saying, getting followed. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Tracking devices on people's cars and things of that nature. You know what I'm
He
saying?
sure did get followed down the highway. Yes, he did, and he tried to get out and run, and they shot him right there on the fucking highway. So I mean, listen, y'all out there, if y'all are making money, stay away from these rapper niggas, y'all. These rappers ain't no damn good. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was counting his money. So how you gonna sit there and keep saying even Jay Prince didn't have as much money as Duke the Jeweler did in that video. So why do they keep saying that he was losing? I don't think that's true. I think they're trying to throw it off. He was not losing.
and, and this is for the kids out there, the ones that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even adults too. Like these rappers don't be having as much money as y'all think. You know what I'm saying? They don't got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Some rappers out there, the ones that's getting killed, the independent ones. Those the ones
Hmm.
with the real money, the real jury. That's why they jury look different than the other rappers. If you
Like
pay
Young
attention,
Dolph, like Dolph.
yeah, like P&B Rock, they diamonds look kind of different than the other ones that's in 360 deals.
Yeah,
So
because Boosie jewelry didn't look no when he was somebody put a picture up of Duke the Jeweler and Boosie next to him, and Boosie jewelry looked nothing like Duke the Jeweler's jewelry.
yeah, because a lot of these rappers they get low quality jewelry for just to promote jewelers. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They're not getting a lot of money. These dudes ain't getting a lot of money. They get paid lump sums of money for selling they old albums to Frenchmen and things of that nature. You hear a
Right, but
lot of
they
them
not
saying that,
getting no money. Hmm.
yeah, they're not getting money. Like it's a difference between get money and got money. Getting
Right,
money, the money continues to come. When you got money, it's just a big lump sum of money there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't invested, you just got money. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes like Boosie, yeah, he might have $100,000 deal. Just say example, $100,000 deal. That's just 100,000 in a lump sum. You know what I'm saying?
right,
These independent artists is getting paid 10 checks from different platforms every month. Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? It's a different ball game. So it's a difference between get money and got money.
And I think these rapper dudes is getting jealous because they independent and they getting their own money and they not dependent on what they have to depend on and they don't have
Yes,
to answer to nobody.
yes, they could drop music whenever they want, how much music they want. A lot of these rappers, if you pay attention, like Little Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, you see them coming in and coming out. Meek Mills coming in and coming out. But that's because they are controlled by these
Right.
labels. They the label might want somebody else to come out this year, this new artist. So they might tell Meek Mills to fall back for a year. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? They do this. But these independent artists, they do whatever they want to do. They drop their music, whatever platforms they want to drop them on. They go to whatever shows they want to go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Well, these dudes is getting exposed now because the kids ain't going for just anything no more like they used to be. They want answers. And a lot of these good bloggers aren't talking about it, but a lot of other bloggers are talking about it because this was dead up, this was wrong. And wrong is wrong and right is right. You can't just dismiss this like this was some gang shit or he was beefing with this one or this and that. No. This man worked his way up and worked hard to get where he was at. If you go to his Instagram page, you'll see his progress from when he first was starting to when he got to now where he is. And he was just trying to get customers to sell his jewelry to, trying to get exposure. That's why, somebody got to be held accountable for that because
It's crazy because they really want people to forget the whole shit because nobody talking about it. No rapper said, "Damn, that's fucked up. What happened over there around Boosie, son? Nobody could have
Facts.
did nothing for him." No
Facts.
rapper saying nothing. You don't even hear
Nothing.
a whistle about
They
this
just
dude. This
they
is
just
a black
jeweler.
African American, Indian, whatever you want to call it, jeweler. This ain't no Arab jeweler, Jewish
Mm-hmm.
jeweler, Buddhist jeweler from Canal Street. This ain't none of that Chinatown shit. This is a black jeweler. You don't hear about that shit's like a fucking uh uh a fucking a black skateboarder. That's how rare that shit
Right.
is. Like you get what I'm saying? Like these niggas, man, people acting like that shit is an everyday thing. This is a
It's
black
not.
jeweler that was
I
making
think I
immaculate
think that's
pieces.
I think it's very disrespectful, and I think there's a hint of jealousy there too. Why they not talking about this guy? And if that's how,
Everything jealousy when it comes to these rappers.
mm-hmm. And the only thing that I saw that happened was nobody went to the premiere of his movie, whatever the name of the movie is. Nobody, no celebrities came. And since they've been saying this, the same guy whose page that I'm on now, that I was showing the video, I'm gonna stop the screen because the it was misleading. It said that his cousin got arrested, but he ain't even talking about that. So sometimes they just put clickbait titles or whatever. But damn, I forgot what. Oh, the same dude that I was just on his channel, he was at one of Boosie's events, and he was saying that some of Boosie's jewelry was stolen from the back room. Like they rushed him, tried to snatch his rings. They was fighting for the mic on stage, and since that has been released, Boosie, I haven't seen Boosie rebut that any type of rebuttal that didn't happen, and I haven't seen him say anything since that night, 2 nights ago. Hasn't said nothing. So it must be true because it was all over the internet the next morning.
Man, Boosie, man.
It's very
Boosie beat that.
disappointing.
hmm I always knew
Boosie,
something was funny with Boosie though. When he beat that case, I was like, damn, unbelievable.
mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is go back and look at that case he was indicted for,
I did look at
and
it, and
wonder
they
how the
said
fuck
that he sent. They said that he sent one of his some guy that he was had living with him because he didn't have nowhere to live or whatever. He sent him to go shoot his baby mother's brother, and he killed him. And the guy is in jail, but Boosie's out. Wasn't Boosie the
yeah,
one that gave the word? Shouldn't he be in jail?
yeah, the guy told on Boosie too, and that was Boosie's shooter.
Right.
Like I was living in South Carolina when and Boosie got indicted, so it was a big deal out there. So like Boosie got songs talking about this dude, songs talking about how this dude was going on drills for him and all that. It's
Mm-hmm.
songs about this. You know what I'm saying? Like they got Boosie transcript. This dude caught a whole case in jail selling drugs.
Mm. That's crazy. It's really, really crazy. It really is. That just goes to show me exactly who these people are.
Yeah, they the people that will if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be around rappers, the rappers and you doing something the way you're competition to a certain elite group of people, you will be willed in by a rapper. If you want to be a movie star, you will be willed in by a movie star. If you like girls, they will will you in by girls. If
Mm-hmm.
you like, money, they'll will you in by money. Jury, they'll will you in. If you're doing something so elite that you in competition with the elite, we got to
Mm-hmm.
start knowing our worth. We don't be knowing our worth, knowing who we is. If you're
Mm-hmm.
a jeweler, a black jeweler, you should know not to go to a party with no rappers. You should know, if anything, I should be around jewelers. What am I doing around rappers?
Because
That's not knowing your worth.
he was he. I think that he was a little bit misled in his thinking. Like he's looking from the surface. He's thinking that these people seen things before, they touched money before, that he didn't have nothing to worry about. That's what it was. What's up, Charlize? That's what it was. He thought that he was around people who had money and they wouldn't be phased by seeing him with all this money.
Well, my thing, I'm a young dude, but even not like I know I've been around jewelers. I see jewelers on Instagram. They whole lifestyle is different. It's not no rapper lifestyle. It's real presidential lifestyle for them. So I don't know. I just can't see him feeling like these dudes got more money there than other jewelers he could have been around networking with.
This is how I see it. This is how you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, this is my team. I got you. You see, I go out and I do my thing and don't nobody mess with me. I'm gonna make sure you good, blah, blah, blah. But once they didn't let him in the gate to park, I think that's when he should have left. I think that's when he should have left. Blessings, Queen Charlize.
I ain't gonna lie. What he had on, like, let's not even talk about the money. Let's just talk about the jewelry. The jewelry he had on, I would never even win.
Gorgeous.
I would never even win.
He
If
was
I was
fine.
going to gamble, huh?
He was like making himself be a like he was let's say what he was trying to do. He was promoting himself. He's looking at things from a business perspective because he's thinking he around people that have money.
Yo, Queen, if you no. If you the way he stepped out was like he was going to meet Floyd Mayweather.
Right,
The
right, right.
dude stepped out like he was going to meet Yaya Mayweather
Mm-hmm.
or NBA YoungBoy.
Mm-hmm.
Even NBA YoungBoy. You went to go meet Boosie Badass. This is an old school artist that's not even nobody. You go in there with 4 bracelets on your wrist, bust down, a watch, bust down, 3 big ass chains, Dookie, bust down, Cubans, bust down, pendants. Like you bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're
Two big
bugging.
bags of jewelry. Two big
Yeah,
duffel
you're
bags.
bugging. You're bugging. You was better off going taking your chances with Floyd Mayweather or Javante Davis or something.
Yeah, somebody in that league.
Yeah, somebody. That's why I'm saying a soccer player or a baseball player. You will sit athletes. What are you doing around rappers? These dudes don't even get guaranteed money. Go sit around a baseball player. These dudes making 200 million in 4 years. Things
I,
of that nature.
I'm saying, just to be fair, I don't think he really understood that.
Yeah, I don't think he. I mean, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he understood that these guys rent houses and be flashing all this money. Sometimes it ain't even their money. And, I don't think he fully understood that. And I don't think he was there by himself. I wish that he would have brought more trustworthy people with him. You know what I'm saying? I wish that he didn't go there by himself, but, it's done and the time can't be turned back. But I'm very upset about it because I don't think that somebody of his caliber should have been shot down. And here's another thing. If they were just going to rob him, why not just rob him? Why did you kill him? Because you know that he would be able to say who he was, who the person was. That's the only reason
Mhm.
why I could see that they just, because when Boosie first was talking about it, he put the narrative out there and he was like, I guess, he didn't want to give up the jewelry, like trying to justify why they killed him. No, they fucking killed
Not,
him because he could identify who did it.
not really. Nah, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm a person who been in the streets. When you dealing in with a robbery with a caliber of dude like Duke the Jeweler, he has to die because his money too long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't give him a chance to let that money talk for him. Like you can't give him that chance because the money is gonna talk. He got the money to put it on the streets for you to die. So you can't give him that chance. So that's why that happened. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but the dude from CEO, the one that I was just listening to, he said that Boosie knew within 10 minutes what had happened. I'm gonna play this video right quick with this
Hmm.
dude. He said, how did he know so quickly what happened and have this whole story put together? See, that he made himself look suspicious. I'm sorry. Jay Prince Jr.'s chain snatched. They saying this guy be lying.
Hey,
Um,
Charlize.
yeah, they saying Boosie nephew was arrested, but I
If
haven't
you look
seen.
at Boosie nephew, he look like a crumb snatching little bastard.
He looked
Like just
hungry
look
as
at him.
hell.
He look like a little mother gassing and Duma little bastard.
Facts. He
Little
looked
nigga look like
hungry as hell.
yeah, he look like he like, yo, I never been around this before. Like, son over there, them chains son got on, nah, them shits go off in the dark. That's how he looking at it. Like, I see him looking like peeping, like, okay, son chains over there is different. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you see him scheming, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, they keep saying there was an arrest, but they're not. I don't see nothing. Former investigate. Here it goes. I'm gonna show
I
you.
mean, I feel like this. If it was an arrest, they gonna try to hide it as much as possible because it got something to do with Boosie.
Right,
Because if it comes out that this boy got arrested, his name is going to be in a lot of questions because he came home from that last indictment.
right,
So if it come out that he skipped this one, it's going to be like, hey, what's going on with you, Boosie? What's up?
right. This is a former investigator. Let's see what he got to say real quick.
Hey, y'all YouTubers out there. This is Keith the G. There's been a lot of stuff going on around Boosie setting up that jeweler. Just watch how Boosie is moving will tell you everything. Now, this is allegedly for entertainment purposes. So, if you look at when he took the airplane home the next day and his cousin drove his vehicle home, why didn't he drive home with him that day? Very next day, if you notice, Boosie jumped on that plane and flew home while his nephew drove in the GMC. That's because he didn't want to have nothing to do with that GMC. He knew that GMC was going to be hot. So if his nephew is with him in Texas, they rolling together. But all of a sudden, when this shit happened, he jumps on a plane and flies home and lets his nephew drive the vehicle home. You know, what's so fucked up is that, you know, somebody come see you to do business with you in good faith, and you possibly, allegedly, may have set him up. This guy's got kids, family, and so many other people counting on him to take this person's life to robbing him. Also, allegedly, this is not a fact, just my interpretation. When they shot him, they had to shoot him because he would know who it was that robbed him. He knew exactly who it was that robbed him. So they couldn't, as far as they're thinking, leave him alive because then he's going to turn around and say, hey, they robbed me. So they had to make sure they killed him and take the jewelry. Because how would anybody know who this guy is? This guy ain't moving around town. This guy's a visitor from another town. So nobody don't know him in the city. So who knows how he's moving, where he's at, who he is, where he gonna be. So it goes right back to somebody at that dice game. Them the only ones knew about him, knew he had money, knew he had jewelry, and knew he had money, and knew
Can't hear you, Auntie.
I said that makes Boosie look bad too, because if you can't control your entourage, if you can't respect the fact that this guy is here to see me and came to see me and hang out with me, and you're gonna turn around and rob him and kill him, that means they don't respect you at all.
It's either they don't respect you or you down with them.
One of the two. One of the two.
It's either you don't respect them or y'all all mob ties. It's
Exactly.
either or.
But well, we'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna look do some more research and see if they really did arrest the nephew, because I see a couple of bloggers saying that, but you can't go by what the bloggers say all the time. You got to do
That's
your
not
own
true.
research.
That's not true.
I don't think it's true. I think they just saying that for clickbait.
They set that boy up for some higher up type of people to get him out the way because they see he was gonna be competition and he was trying to get in the rap game and be competition in the rap game. And if you got a black jeweler, he can relate to the black artists and he could give it to them cheaper because he's gonna have a real black person relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Which they don't allow us to have these type of relationships with each other. You know what I'm saying? When we
Right,
get that big. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And then maybe they wouldn't have been going to Icebox no more and all these different
Hmm.
type of places to get their jewelry, because
Yeah.
Duke the Jeweler's jewelry look better than theirs any fucking way.
They'd be going to Duke the Jeweler because he a black person. They could relate to him. You know what I'm saying? He look like a rapper. So when he coming out with them, he could blend in.
He could blend in, and and he was giving them real quality diamonds.
Rather than what the other jewelers give, probably give you one diamond in your whole chain with mad other shit in it.
Yeah, because they have another type of gem that they use, that looks like diamonds, but none of their diamonds. I haven't seen diamonds shining like that. I haven't seen
Man,
no diamonds shining like this dude
man,
diamonds.
all I'm gonna say is what black man you know in tune with diamonds, man. That man was in tune with diamonds and jewelry. That's a
Facts.
whole different caliber of nigga right there.
Facts.
Like me, I'm a dude from the street, and I respect hustle, and I respect certain goals. That dude did what he did, and what he did is legendary. We
Legendary.
probably not gonna see it next or hear about another black jeweler for the next 20 years.
Facts. Look at this piece that he made. Did you see the piece he made, the Tasmanian devil? Look at this shit.
Yeah, I seen the Tasmanian devil, the circle big piece. Shit crazy.
Crazy. I've seen a lot of jewelry, but I've never seen no jewelry like this. Look at that chain.
He was plugged in, man.
He was doing a damn thing for real, for real. It's very, very
Yeah,
sad. Very, very sad.
I promise you, man. I would have ever met that dude and he would have taught me something like that, or I would have met him, I would have told him move out of country, man. Like I'm not
Fact.
staying. Yeah, like
But
yo, man. Once you learn something like that, you're a whole different caliber of person. Like I said to you earlier, you don't see Elon Musk talking about Kanye West. You see Kanye West talking about Elon Musk. You see Kanye West talking about, I'm going to see Elon Musk. But you never see Elon Musk saying, I'm going to see Kanye West. That's the difference.
mhm.
Boosie and them should have came to Chicago to him. I'm the jeweler. You know what I'm
and
saying?
and as
I'm
wild
on a
as
bigger caliber than you.
right, and as wild as Chicago is, right, he ain't get robbed out there.
Yeah.
He ain't get robbed out there. In Chicago is off the chain.
Son Jury was different though. Like, yeah, different.
His jewelry was beautiful, beautiful jewelry,
But you gotta show the
beautiful.
one when he had on them bracelets and that watch. Right
Hold
there
on,
with Boosie. With Boosie, the one with Boosie. Standing
this
with
one
Boosie.
right here.
Yeah, at the gambling spot. Look at his arms, his wrists. Yo, I'm telling you, people, yo, son. Look, you seen his chains already. Look at his wrists. When he
Hmm.
took the picture with Boosie.
That's the two bags he had the jewelry in. That was just the cover of that picture right there.
Yeah, look at his wrist. He got him like two. He got about two bust down Cubans on his bracelets on his wrist, and a bust down watch. I don't know what type of watch. It looked like a Rollie or something, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's fucked
But he
up.
was wild. Yeah, it's fucked up. But look at
Fucked
Boosie
up.
chains and look at
Look at
Boosie jewelry and look at his jewelry.
look at how they was all bending their necks to look at Duke the jeweler.
Niggas keep cutting it. Yeah, look at son. Son just got off the table cutting his out of the left. But see, Duke the jeweler got his phone out and all that. Like he happy to be there. Like yo, man, I'm here. Like what you like?
Right.
It's nobody. It's nobody there. It's nobody there. Like I don't see no little babies. I don't see no big artists for you to be there selling your jewelry to that you should be there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like me, like okay, I feel like how Boosie will you? How you let Boosie will you in? Like Boosie out of everybody. This ain't Jay-Z. This ain't Diddy. This ain't even Yo Gotti. This ain't. This ain't like you know what I'm saying. Somebody that's worth your time as a jeweler. Like
He worked
you know what I'm
hard to
saying.
get ready. He felt like he was finally making leeway. Like, okay, I'm getting
Now
there
that piece
now.
right there, that PKK shit, that shit is tough. Yeah, that right there. Oh my god, that shit's nice.
Look at that.
That shit nice right there. That's a good. That's at least that's that right there. That's like 8K, 7K, 8K right there.
Mm-hmm. Look at this one too. Beautiful chain. Look at that.
Mm.
I don't see
One
no
of bust
chains looking like that.
one of bust down Cuban too, and that
That
shit
boy,
going off.
that boy was serious with his jewelry. He was serious. Look at this one.
The mold, he's showing the molding and all that, all the way to the chain. Mm. Yeah, he was just like I ain't gonna lie, he was
He
a
was
certified jeweler.
he was serious with his shit, y'all. Look at this one too. There's so
Yeah, I
many
wish
up
I
here.
knew about him before he passed away.
Me too. But my friend Q Money, I see Q Money knew about him. Q Money loved jewelry. I think he made a piece for my friend Q Money. Nice jewelry.
You gotta
Some
watch who you get your jewelry from too nowadays too, cause these jewelers be working with the rappers, putting GPS in jewelry and stuff too.
and selling fake shit. I remember when they was all going to Jake the jeweler and come to find out his shit was fake. Look at that.
Hmm. That shit look crazy. BSG.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, that shit's going off.
Unbelievable. I like that 7-3. That 7-3 joint is a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Mm-hmm.
this shit. You turned the lights off so you could see it shining in the dark. Mm-mm-mm. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, and condolences to his family and friends. I think this is horrible, and I hope they get caught. I really do. Ain't they pretty, Mama? Damn, that's some pretty ass jewelry.
He was just getting started too.
Just getting started. He should have been around like the older like Jay Z Nas type of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if he was gonna be around rappers, that's who he should have went all the
Right,
way.
right. Yeah, the Tasmanian joint is
Yeah, they closed
crazy.
it. They closed it. They closed it? Yeah, early.
Very talented queen. I put him on
So,
my
I cannot pick it up. I don't think so. You probably got to go around. They in there right there? Huh? The lights on in there? No, the light. No, it's not working.
I even put the Tasmanian joint on top of on my Instagram page because I wanted everybody to see that. I think nephew muted. You muted your mic, nephew.
Yeah, I muted my mic. Somebody
Oh, okay.
came to my car and asked me something.
Yeah, that Tasmanian joint. Because everybody's talking about the Tasmanian piece. So I went to
Yeah,
look
that
up
was
on his
cool.
page for it, and I put it on my page, and I put some music behind it.
Yeah, that Tasmanian devil piece is 101. I ain't gonna lie.
What? Beautiful. I'm telling you, I've been seeing jewelry for years. I ain't never seen no jewelry like his jewelry.
Name how much rappers got jury like his. Like I'm talking about
I don't
these.
see none of them.
Yeah. You got a
None of
couple
them.
though. Well, a lot of these rappers they be having like rental, not even rental jury, just a jury they wear for one video to support a jeweler or things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even count these rappers. That's why I keep saying like you can't count them when it come to getting money, because a lot of things they get is free.
Right,
So it
right,
might look
right.
like yo, he fly, yo, he getting money, but all of this shit coming for free. Like Pop Smoke, he was saying thank you, Mike and Mary. Yeah, they was sending him free Mike and Marys. Like this is free stuff for them.
What is
You know what I'm
Mike and
saying? So
Mary?
those are jeans. I mean, well, it's a
Oh.
brand. I ain't gonna say they
Mm-hmm.
jeans. It's a brand. It's that's who Pop Smoke. Mike and Mary, Billie Jean, Billie Jean. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, so a lot of these dudes got.
Somebody calling you. Yeah, but I just wanted to get up here and talk real quick about. I'm gonna go live more often on Street Science so we could build this page up.
Yeah, I was saying a lot of these people that these dudes be signed to got A1 credit with these brands and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and car dealers, car brands and stuff. So they be having
Yeah,
all these cars in their videos and clothes and stuff like that, and you would think they got money, but in
the
all
only one
actuality, they
the
lazy.
only one I think that's like the ones that really had money and was doing their thing, like Dolph. I think Dolph had his own damn money.
Yeah, Dolph wasn't even doing nothing real serious since, but he was doing like Chargers and SRTs, but
Mm-hmm.
he made it look good. Like when he first came out, he made it look good because it was Army fatigue. He had his own
Mm-hmm.
wave. It ain't like he came out like little baby Lamborghinis in the video and things of that nature. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
His jewelry
so
was nice too. Dolph's jewelry. Dolph used to wear some nice shit. But we're gonna sign off on Street Science. We'll be back soon. We're gonna build this channel, right, nephew?
that's a fact.
All right, remember later, y'all. Later, fam.
Shout out to the subscribers.
Please
Link.
like, share, and subscribe. Yep.
Yep.
Peace.